What's going on, guys? This is Astrum Sensei and welcome back to Let's Create an Action Role-Playing Game using Unreal Engine 4. So I know I haven't uploaded in a while again and I'm sorry about that, but yeah, from now on I'm gonna keep a stable upload schedule as much as I can. I don't promise to do it the whole time, but yeah, I'll try my best. And I wanted to let you know that I've started a Patreon page, so you can go there and support me if you really like the series or if you're really enjoying it. And one of the rewards is the Action RPG project files. So if you actually support me with $15 a month, you can keep getting the project files for my project of this series every single after every single episode. I'll actually upload them on my Patreon page for this tier, and whoever does it, whoever has supported me with this, will actually get the files for every single tutorial I make. So I think you guys should check it out, and for $5 you can get early access to my videos, which is also good, and for $1 you can get videos without ads at all. Now, I'm not saying this is really necessary, so if you guys don't want to support me or if you can't afford, I'm not forcing anyone. Just check out the page and see if you like it, and if you do, just do what you can. There's also a lot of information about how I started the series and why. So yeah, you guys should check out the page and the tiers, because I think you'll like it. So yeah, the link will be in the description and in the comment section in a pinned comment, so make sure to check it out. So tonight we're actually gonna continue working on our NPC for our game, which is also our enemy. So in the previous video we actually made them. Actually it's a she, but I guess she's non-binary, so it's a them. They follow us after they see us, and they keep following us until we're out of their sight, and they go back to, just walking around and stopping every few seconds. So yeah, what we're gonna do now in today's episode is we're actually gonna make them patrol in a specific path that we set ourselves. So for example, all around this set of stairs or whatever, the stage. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do in today's episode. So let's get started. The first thing we want to do is we want to go back to our behavior tree, and we're actually gonna work on something completely different from this. So we're just gonna move them around and disconnect them from our selector. And what we're gonna do next is we're actually going to go to our NPC character blueprint, and we're going to create a new variable called patrol path, and that variable will be an actor, but we don't have the actor yet. So let's just create the variable first, and then we'll create the actor and come back and change the variable type. So just create one and call it patrol path, and make it editable and compile. What's next is we want to go back to our AI folder and create a new blueprint class, an actor, and I'm also going to call it patrol path. Now what I'm doing with this, maybe I'm rushing a little bit, but yeah, that's what I want to do with this part, because it's not really necessary too much. I'm gonna try my best to explain it as much as I can, but I think it's something we've seen before in other tutorials. So I'm just not gonna go very in depth or go very original with it. So I'm just gonna do it like everyone else does it, almost everyone else. So yeah. So what this blueprint actor does is what it is it's the actor we place in our level, which we create the path from. So for example, this is where our path starts, and we create the rest of the path around it. So from it, so this is what we're this is how to do it. The variables, we're going to create a new variable and we're going to call it path points. So this is where our enemy stops between the points, like the points where the enemy walks, then moves on to another point. So yeah, create the variable and change that to a vector, which is a location on our map. That's what a vector is. And from here, next to vector, make this variable an array, which is basically a set of several vectors. So we go back to our level and we place this patrol path. What it does is, what it has is this path points. So this is the variable we created. We add an element. So this is the first path point. It basically starts at where the actor is placed originally. So this is the path point 0. The next one is path point 1. You change it to whatever you want. Now, why don't we see the path points here? I think I forgot something over here. Show 3D widget. Yeah, that's it, what it is. We compile and we go back. And as you can see, we can see the path points now. So this is path point 1. We want our character to start here, then walk all the way here. Then we create a new path point, which is path point 2. Where is it? I think it's over here. So yeah, we're holding it. Now we want our enemy to, after path point 1, we want them to go over here. Then we create a third path point. Path point 3, where is it? Here it is. And I'm not sure that if I should place one here or just there. Okay, yeah, let's just place it here and see how it works. If it doesn't work, we'll just place one here so that it's a, you know, it's an angular path. And the last one will be path point number 4, which will be here. So let's just bring it here. And we'll see how this goes. So I'm just gonna save because I don't want to lose my progress. And I'm gonna go back to my blueprint. So yeah, I'm now gonna go back to my character blueprint, which is BP NPC, and this is the variable we created before, the one I told you we need to be a character, we need to be a blueprint actor. So now we created the blueprint actor patrol path, search for that and get an object reference. Make sure instance editable is on and compile. And I think I'm going to close this one and this one for now and keep the blackboard, the behavior tree open. And what this does is, for example, this is our character, and now we have this default patrol path over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to select the patrol path in the one we placed in our level, so that it's connected to this one. So this one's for this one. Now if we place more than one, it will also be here. So this way you can choose which patrol path for which enemy, for example, or which NPC. So yeah, this is how you do it if you have more than one enemy and one patrol path in the level. So yeah, so what we're going to do next is we're actually going to our behavior tree and we're going to start doing stuff here. So first of all, we're going to create a new task, and let's name it from the start so that we don't lose it later. So what I'm going to call this is find patrol path. And actually I'm going to change it to find patrol path points. And I'm going to open my blackboard and create a new vector. and I'm gonna call it patrol. No, yeah, path vector. And I'm also going to create an integer called patrol path index. Now I'll explain this later in a moment. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to go to our selector and choose the task we've just created, which is find patrol path points. And we're going to open that path and create new stuff here. So you always start your what was it called? Yeah, the tasks, you always start them with execute, event receive execute AI, and complete. No, what was it called? Let's just type execute, finish execute. No, I'm just gonna do it again. Finish execute. So what we're gonna do now is a little bit similar to what we did with the roaming points and all of that stuff. So I'm gonna go create a variable and I'm gonna call it bb key vector, and create another one. I'm gonna call it bb key index. So I actually forgot to change my variable types to Blackboard key, so I'm gonna do that right now, and I'm gonna move on to creating the you know, the blueprints, you know, here, the nodes. So let's just type Blackboard key selector, and yeah, this is what we have right now. So now I'm actually gonna click here and get cast to npc. One moment, let me check. What was it called? So you want to get the enemy blueprint class for the enemy character, which is BP NPC for us. We're actually gonna rename it to enemy later or create a different one. So whatever you called yours, so cast to it here. So BP NPC cast to, and the object is the controlled pawn. And then get our patrol path, and what we're going to do is we're actually going to from here convert to validated get. So this is how you get this node. I'm actually looking at my other project, which I've made like a month ago, so yeah, it's a bit confusing after a while to, you know, do something similar if you haven't done it like several times over and over and over. So yeah, just don't keep practicing, unlike me. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get the actor transform, which is basically the location of the actor in the map. So yeah, this is what we've done, and we also want to from here drag the bb key index and get it, and get Blackboard value as integer. Okay, so you're gonna drag out from this one and you're gonna type get path points, and this is the one we want. And let me check. I actually made a mistake. I was trying to get it from here, which is wrong, so don't do that. And we're gonna type here, we're gonna get another get node. It's just called get a copy, and connect this amount to the Blackboard key index. So that's the end of that. And what we're gonna do next is we're gonna drag out and get a transform location, and the location will be the path points, which is also connected to this one. So I think you get the idea, but I'll come back and explain it as we run the game. After it works, we can see them flashing. So yeah, and the is valid will be the finish execute. No. Okay, what I want to do is set Blackboard value as integer. No. Okay, I'm messing up a lot today. I'm very sorry about that, but you don't want to get it as an integer. You want to get it as vector. So get Blackboard. No, not get, set Blackboard value as vector. And the vector will be the return value of the transform location. So this is basically whatever you set the path points to. So basically all of this is to get all of these is to get the path points, and the key will be the BB key vector, and at the end just connect it to the finish execute and check the success and compile. Okay, so since we've finished the patrol path points, what we're gonna do is change these to patrol path vector and this one to patrol path index, so you make them match. And after you find the patrol path points, what you want to do is you want to move to, so after the character finds the points, it moves to them, which will also be the patrol path vector. And there's another thing we want to do is, and that is we want to increment the index so that we add to it like the next path point. So what we're gonna do, first I'm gonna push these aside because they're very annoying, and we're gonna continue. What we're gonna do is we're gonna create a new task, and we're gonna start working on it, but first let's rename it. I'm gonna call it increment path index. And let's open that bad boy up. And I'm gonna create the variable. I'm gonna call it BB key index. I'm going to turn on the instance editable and change this variable type to Blackboard key selector as always. And we're going to start with the execute event receive execute AI and end with the finish execute. So make sure to do that. And let's get started. So the first thing we want to do is we're going to cast to BP NPC, and we're going to connect the object. And as NPC BP NPC, we're going to get patrol path, and I want to get path points. I think it's pretty self-explanatory for now. And from path points, type length and choose it. So what this one does is it's basically, I'm actually unsure about what it does, but it works, so we're just gonna do it. And next, what you want to do is int minus integer. Keep the value at 1 for now, and the next one is integer larger than or equal to, and just connect it over here, the bottom one. And now we're gonna start another one from here with the variable bp path index, bp key index. And we're gonna start a new one with the variable bp key index, so get that, and from it get blackboard value as integer, and we want to add one and connect it to the greater sign. Actually, I've messed up this one. What we want is an integer smaller than, yeah, I've definitely messed up, so sorry about that. Connect them like that, and from here we're gonna get a branch, and I'm gonna connect it to the cast2 bp npc, and if it's true, if it's false, we're not gonna do anything, and if it's true, we set blackboard value as integer, and the value will be this one, and the key will be the bb key index, and finish execute. Make sure to do that, and success ticket, and that's about it. So basically, what we do is we get the patrol path and the path points and the length, and we decrease one, and we do the math. I'm actually not gonna explain the math because even I'm bad at it, so I'm not gonna, I don't understand it very well. That's just how I learned it. My mind cannot comprehend math properly, so I'm very sorry about that. And yeah, it just has to do with getting the patrol path and the path point, getting the path points and getting the key index, and doing the calculations and changing the which patrol path we're using. So yeah, that's about it. So let's add this task over here and see how it goes. Increment path index. And we're actually going to change the BB key index over here to patrol path index. And after that, if you want the character to wait between the patrol points, then you add the wait task. I'm going to make it 3 seconds. And I'm gonna save. And after we created the wait task, we're actually gonna pull all of these here and create a sequence because we forgot to create one. Basically, it's very important because the selector does not function the same way. So these two are actually sequences, and the selector does them in order. So always have a sequence after the selector. Depends, like If you also want another sequence, you place one here and you do the nodes, the tasks, so it's just not the same, so they're different, I mean. So yeah, now let's try out our game and see if it works. And as you can see, she's now walking to path 0, she's waiting 3 seconds, and then she's walking to path 1. She also waits 3 seconds. Then this is path 2, like point 2, sorry, point 2. And she's going to point 3. And next she goes to point 4 and she stops. So this is it for today's video. We're actually gonna make it better in the next video. I'm gonna try to upload it tomorrow or maybe like less than a day later, so make sure to look out for it. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and like my video, because it really helps keep me motivated to make more videos of these. So yeah, and check out my Patreon, which I've talked about at the beginning of the video. And before I let you go, make sure to save your project, because if your PC crashes and you lose all your progress, you know, you're screwed. So always save, like every 2 minutes. So yeah, that's my tip of the day. So yeah, take care and see you later.